Hey, what's up, guys? Jacob Perry with Patagonia Bee Products, back with you for another episode on this vlog. This is episode 44, and this is the vlog we're doing on Patagonia honey and how we're growing as a small startup. So it's been a fun journey, and today I'm actually going to share with you some insider details, some of the fun and unexpected lessons that I've learned from being in sales now, being in honey sales, which is not something I ever thought I would be in. I think as a lot of you out there, I had no background in sales, no interest in sales, was kind of like intimidated by it. It's not a desirable thing for a lot of people to go out there and sell something, and it wasn't natural for me, but it's been a fun journey, and now I'm essentially a glorified salesman. I don't have, and maybe differently than a lot of people out there, I never had an ambition to be an entrepreneur, it's the new sexy term, or to start my own business. I never had that desire. I kind of happened into it, and that's the beauty of life's journey. But so I'm learning a lot of things that I never had a background in, or an interest in, or even a confidence in. I never thought I would be any good at the business side of things. But I think, as with anything, once you make that firm decision and jump in, like really commit, jump in, that confidence, that gumption just kind of comes up. It just kind of surges up, and then you run with it, and you learn and figure things out. And that's what we've been doing. So with sales, the biggest, maybe unexpected lesson that I've learned with sales is that you get really comfortable with rejection really quickly. So when you're trying to make sales all the time, most of the time, the answer you're getting is no. I mean, it's not most people who are going to buy the product. Whether it's a store that I'm trying to get to carry my product, to pick it up and carry it with their other products, or whether I'm doing a demo at a store and hoping their customers will buy the honey, which this business depends on, right? Depends on revenue and sales from that. Most of the time it's a no. Most of the time people are not going to buy in the end. They're not interested. Lots of times it's like, hey, do you want to taste this honey? No. And then head on, or no, I'm not interested, thank you. Or they taste it, they talk to me for 5 minutes about it, seem really interested, and they're like, all right, thank you, and they walk off. Well, that's rejection, isn't it? And at first, especially if you don't have a background in sales, like I didn't, you can take that personally, or you think it's representative of your product, of your company, that it's not good enough. Not everybody's saying yes, not everybody's loving it, so obviously what's wrong. You get really comfortable with rejection really quickly, with no, and you realize, oh, it's not personal, and not everybody's ready to buy honey right now, or able to, or not even everybody likes honey. And you just go for those yeses, and you celebrate the yeses, and you have a certain like equanimity about a lot of no's and a few yeses. You learn where to celebrate. That's been tremendously it's been a very beneficial change to my salesmanship, if you will, is just being really comfortable with no's. And I think it takes a lot of sticking to the integrity of the product, the passion of the company, and that's the way that you are able to communicate that, hey, this is something authentic, I'm not just trying to sell you something. If this is going to be something that benefits you in your life, as a beautiful new product that's now part of your, what you eat and whatnot, then great. And that can be something that you end up sharing with them. So that helps a lot. The rejection piece is really neat. You learn that people are at the center of business. So that's been a really cool experience for me. Whether it's the actual customer, the final person that's going to be eating the honey that I'm connecting with, I realize that people are at the center of that. Or whether it's the store. It's not just some huge corporation that is like a machine, at least not the level we're at right now. We're usually dealing with individual buyers at individual stores that really just care about what they're doing. They care about food, about good food. And people are at the heart of all of that. People are at the heart of business. If you don't do right by people, I don't think you're going to have a very successful business model, at least not for long. And that's what we've learned, because I had a little bit negative conception of business in general and capitalism before starting this company, and I've just really learned it all works because people are at the heart of it. And so that's been pretty cool. So becoming comfortable with no, learning that people are at the heart of things, recognizing that anybody could give a yes even when you don't expect it. I've had people that just seem so interested and they're so into it and they support it, and then at the end of the day they're like, no, we're not gonna, we just can't move forward with this for whatever reason. And you're just like, wow, I feel like I just got dragged along this path of positivity and then slammed a big door of no in my face. And then there'll be people that just kind of really gruff, really kind of not very impressed, kind of reticent about expressing any kind of encouragement or support, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, we'll take 5 cases of each or whatever it is. You're like, okay, let's do it. Let's get going. You never know who who's going to end up connecting with your product. You just got to get it out there, get it out to everybody. So that's kind of cool. So this is, I think, more an episode directed to those of you who are in sales or looking at going into sales or starting your own business. It takes a lot of just getting out there, making the firm decision, jumping out there with some gumption, with some just confidence and some kind of blind belief, and just trying it out. And you're going to see that it doesn't matter if people say no. If a whole bunch of people say no, you're going to get a lot of that. You get really comfortable with it, and you stop taking it personal. You stop taking it personally directed towards your product and your company. You start realizing you got to aim for those yeses. You got to aim for the people that do get it and do care, and it totally changes the game. You know, I can get just a flat out rejection and feel great about it and wish the person a happy day and all that, and it's wonderful. So that's been kind of a cool lesson in in salesmanship, and I can't believe I've become a salesman. It's essentially what I'm doing, building a brand, and no brand can survive without sales. So that's what you got to think about as well. And sales really just comes down to passion. You got to share that passion. All right, signing off. This ended up being kind of almost more of like what's the word? Where's my brain at? Not a rant, but you know what I mean? Like on my, there's an expression for it. Somebody's going to follow up and give me the expression. But I've been on my little preacher's box thing. All right, guys, signing out. Catch y'all later. Bye.